have a lot of people asking me how I go about practicing long rolls, which is an ornamentation in Irish music. And first let's talk about the different kinds of long rolls there are. You can do a long roll on open string, on first fingers, on second fingers, and on third fingers. Start with the third finger. The third finger long roll is 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. Second finger roll is 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. The first finger roll is 1, 3, 1, open 1. 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 And then the open string, it's my favorite. You can't actually do a note below the open string without a very awkward string change. So the open string roll is open, 1, 3, 1, open, open, 1, 3, 1, open, open, 1, 3, 1, open, open, 1, 3, 1, open. Now the long rolls occur on dotted quarter notes. A dotted quarter note is worth 3/8 notes. 3/8 notes. So how I practice this is I start a metronome. Each one of those clicks is an eighth note. So the long roll has to occur within 3 of those clicks. So 1, 2, ba-da-da-dum. That's the long roll. 1, 2, da-da-da-dum. 1, 2, da-da-da-dum. Here's the third finger roll long roll. 1, 2, 3, go. 1. Here's the second finger long roll. Ready? Go. Now you notice that the roll actually occurs after the second click, and you end the roll on the third click. That would be the end of the dotted quarter note. Let's do the second finger roll again. Ready? Go. Here's the first finger roll. Ready? Go. And then the open string roll. Ready? Go. So that's the basics of the long roll ornamentation. Now how I practice it, again I use a metronome, and I can vary the speeds depending on if I want to work on clarity and accuracy. If I want to work on speed, I can just increase the metronome setting. Let's keep it at 80, which is what I've been having it on. This is how I would practice. Do a nice little D major scale, doing a roll on every note. I'm going to roll each note twice. Ready? Go. Open A. First finger. Again. And go down the scale. So that's the first way I practice it. And then I do the same scale in thirds. Ready, go. Second finger. First finger. Third finger. Second finger. Open A. Third finger. First finger. Open A. Second finger. First finger. And third finger. And you can do that down as well. And you can vary how many times you do each roll. You can do a single roll per bow stroke. Or you can do 4, or you can do 3. It just depends on how you want to mix it up. Here's how that would sound if we do it changing the metronome setting to 120. Again, I'm going to repeat each roll, do it twice before we go on. Just the regular scale, D major. 1 and go in. So that's at metronome setting 120. A couple things to remember about ornamentation, the long roll ornamentation, is to keep your fingers close to the fingerboard at all times. This is a percussive ornamentation. It's important that the rhythm is right and that the fingers move quickly and cleanly. So you want them right over the fingerboard. You do not have to pound the fingers into the string. You just have to get them to move quickly. And if you want to do that, you need to keep them fairly close to the fingerboard. If you are keeping your fingers up high, it's a lot of work, number one, and the fingers have to travel the distance to get to the fingerboard, hit the string, before they can release and get on to the next one. That doesn't make for very quick or clear ornamentation. So keep them close to the fingerboard. And again, the other tip is don't try and slam the fingers into the fingerboard because it's unnecessary and it slows you down and it makes the ornament messy. So also keep in mind that the rhythm is of paramount importance. The intonation is of secondary importance. If you're slightly out of tune on the roll itself, as long as the note that is supposed to be the main note, for example, on a second finger roll on a D string, that's F sharp. As long as that's in tune, the others don't necessarily have to be in tune. Although I prefer having them nice and in tune and as well as clean. I hate settling for less. But if at least the rhythm is right and the fingers are hitting in the proper rhythm, then it's a perfectly appropriate roll. So here is, at an even faster tempo, we'll do 160. 1 and go in. that's how I practice the long roll on the fiddle.